As the host of tonight's dinner, I'm conscious we are getting close to the time for our dinner itself. But although I'm the host, I would certainly want to thank the India Foundation, Ram Madhavji in particular, for giving me this opportunity to be here after your 2 days of intense exchange of ideas and sharing of thoughts on counterterrorism and related measures that we need to adopt and where India stands on counterterrorism. I don't think there would be anybody better if Manya Rajnathji has addressed you, and also with Kiran being here, he actually goes around the globe, literally goes around the globe, talking about counterterrorism and also sharing platforms with some of the most eminent experts in the field. So we do benefit from all his travels and his exchanges. And also in the parliament, you find him giving substantial pictures of the efforts that Government of India is taking in this area, where I think most governments would feel, because of the nature of the beast being what it is, most governments would feel that the efforts are always one step behind the developments which are happening, and also the challenges are always ahead of you, you're never on the top of it. That's not to say you're inadequate to face it, but to say that the nature of this game itself is such that you're always facing newer and newer challenges. And it is more compounded by the fact that today technology plays a very big role. However, in a very frivolous or in a sophisticated manner. If exchanges between a trained terrorist and a new recruit is also happening through the digital space, or a naive citizen is also drawn into a very well networked scheme of things for a group of terrorists, is also happening through the internet, you can understand the scale and size of this whole operation in using technology, capitalizing on technology, and today it's no secret that to even assemble something which is an explosive, material is available, information is available, knowledge is available in the net. So in this era where otherwise material or knowledge which was fairly held in a cloistered fashion, it is now open in the public domain, open domain for anyone to access it and fabricate something. The lone wolves are also becoming very potent lone wolves. As a result, every organized, well-structured response to terrorism sometimes has an Achilles heel, which a lone wolf can always target. So in your response to counterterrorism, you find that you missed out on something, but really not. You're fighting two different games. You are playing a game which is far more structured, well within the framework of institutions, but the player of this game has his own rules. And that is where this constant conflict between whose human rights is better, and does human rights at all apply to forces who are containing this free radical set of people who are part of a system but not really. So the conflict gets even more humanly aggravated when you have to face this challenge of what responsibilities do you have, what accountability do you have, as opposed to ambush attacks, lone wolves, who do not come under any framework. So I'm talking completely as a layperson. I'm not getting into details of what plans there are for various levels of attack. Cyber attack requires a different kind of response. The play of narcotics in this whole thing requires a different response. One feeds into the other. And the theoreticians who are also adding to this issue also give enough grist to the mill. So there is enough and more to be talked. There is no good and bad terror. But at the same time, I'm not even getting into what propels these terrorists. What kind of ideologies do propel it? And on that, I'm sure most of you all would have your minds applied, inputs would have been gained. And I'm looking forward to hearing from Ram Madhavji on what kind of takeaways have emerged. And if there is a need, I will certainly go back to his team to invite some of you all to even sit and meet up with the policymakers in the Defense Ministry to help us with understanding things better. So, not holding forth anymore. Thank you for coming, and I think it's a great opportunity that we have, and I have, to be able to host this evening's dinner. I'm sure the inputs that I would get from this meet will be of great value for me. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.